Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and so often in today's society, you hear folks on the left claiming that they're so loving and so accepting and so tolerant, and at the same time they're claiming that conservatives are nothing more than a bunch of closed-minded bigots. But so often, you might have noticed this, it ends up working out that those leftists who claim that they're so loving and accepting and tolerant end up not actually being loving, accepting, and tolerant. Instead, nope, rather they are closed-minded, and they pretty much demonize everyone who disagrees with them politically. Yeah, we had another example of this playing out just this past Saturday in New York City. So there was this event that was going on, this Impeach President Trump rally. It was happening in New York and different cities throughout the country. So you have Lawrence Jones, who's a conservative journalist. He shows up at this event, and he's just going around saying that he's asking people, hey, look, you're here because you want President Trump impeached. That's fine. Could you please explain to me why it is that President Trump should be impeached? Now, you can probably figure where this is going. The folks who claim that they want Trump impeached, they're probably not going to get too far because there is no legitimate case for impeaching President Trump. President Trump, we have no reason to believe that he has committed a single impeachable offense. So, of course, this whole rally's a joke because there's no reason to impeach Trump. It's just a bunch of triggered leftists pretty much screaming at the sky because they're mad Trump is their president, and he's their president by legitimate means, and he will be until at least January 2021. So there was no point for this rally. You got Jones going up to these folks, just asking them, hey, so what's the reasoning for you being here? Come on, please state your case. Well, of course, they have no case to state because what they're saying, this impeach Trump movement, it's not based in fact whatsoever. It's purely based on emotion and hatred for President Trump. So then you start having some of these white anti-Trump folks going after Jones, an African-American individual. And Jones says that he had some of these anti-Trump folks yelling things at him like, why don't you go back to Fox News where there's more cotton to pick and go back to Africa? I mean, just absolutely disgusting remarks that are being thrown this way. I mean, all these racially insensitive comments being made merely because Mr. Jones showed up and peacefully and respectfully started asking some questions here. Look, again, this is not an isolated incident. Time and time again, we've seen this sort of stuff happening where you have folks on the left, again, claiming to be tolerant, claiming to be accepting, that they're the nice guys in society, but then what happens? Oh yeah, somebody disagrees with them politically, and right away they go throwing racist remarks right back at them. That's not loving, that's not accepting, that's not tolerant, that is the exact opposite of those things. See, on the left, their hypocrisy is showing once again. And the reason why you had these leftists acting in the disgusting way they did toward Mr. Jones this past Saturday, it's twofold. Number one, because clearly the individuals making those remarks to Jones are nothing more but disgusting racists. That's number one. But number two is, note the timing of when it is that these guys were making those comments to Jones. See, it's because he was pressing them, he was trying to engage them in debate, and the leftists knew they didn't have an argument to make. There is no evidence to support their claims, there is no fact-based argument they could possibly make, so what do? Oh, in typical leftist fashion, they go changing the conversation because they don't want to admit that they're wrong and that the things that they're espousing are total nonsense. He caught him once again, and good for him. That's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.